Hello everyone, this is Maithily. I am out with yet another video on parenting after a long break. Today we are going to discuss about the challenges faced by the students while switching from online to offline classes. With the school closure for almost 2 years due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus, schools have started again. As parents rejoice the fact that their kids are back to school, schools simultaneously face certain difficulties that need to be addressed. While most of the students are relieved to go back to school and they are very happy that they can interact with their friends, classmates and teachers in person rather than talking to them across the screen, the transition is really challenging. The pandemic brought in a drastic change in the learning spectrum, and the school systems too have changed from pre-pandemic times. Over the past 2 years, children have grown physically, mentally, emotionally. Most have come back to school as grown-up adults. Both parents and teachers face certain concerns primarily at this moment. According to a report by UNICEF, 14% of young Indians are depressed in COVID times but are unwilling to talk about it. The same has been found among the students. Most of them are finding the transition phase difficult and refrain from participating in various class activities and would rather to keep themselves due to the lack of human connection. As the return to in-person school and learning rolls out, things will not simply spring back to the way it was. As we shift back to the offline classes, after this pandemic, many students might need a boost or correct guidance for a smooth transition. With online classes, the routine of students have changed. Their eating habits had changed, their writing skill registered a dip, their eyesight got affected, and this list goes on like that. Now, adapting to the routine like getting up early, attending the classes, writing the notes, doing the homework, going for tuitions, all becomes tough for them. As I always request, please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Do not forget to hit the bell icon. We are going to discuss few ways to help the students cope up with the offline classes after this pandemic situation. First one is get organized. Staying organized always makes you feel fresh and it gets you the mood to study. We, the parents, can help them to organize the essential and remove the distractions like phone, other books, etc. Students can also prepare course materials such as writing notes beforehand and finding material course guides, making studying more enjoyable. An ambient study environment and effective study materials are an excellent way to cope up with the offline classes after this pandemic. Second one is stick to a routine. It is time to say goodbye to the lazy online classes. Since the online classes were more of a relaxed day-to-day routine, offline classes might feel too much initially. The key to balancing study and life in offline classes is sticking to our routine. Students must make a tight schedule, and as a parent, we need to make sure that they are following it. This is because following a plan gets a person hooked onto the practice, and then he or she cannot back out of it. One of the best methods to achieve your new routine is the 21-90 rule. All it takes is a straightforward approach to developing a habit. You need to commit to a professional or personal goal for 21 consecutive days. In this case, it would be your academic goals. When you make a timetable and pursue the goal repeatedly for 21 days, the goal will probably turn into a habit. After you are used to this habit, push it to another 90 days and feel the new you. Third one is let them know when to take a break. No matter how packed the offline classes are, everyone deserves a break. Since the students have to go through a lot of new regime, the new academic stress adding to it, parents must realize and allow them to take a break. Always you allow them to go for a short break, and also it helps to energize them for the upcoming schedule. Let them hear their favorite music, let them go out with classmates, let them eat whatever food they need, let them have an outing with you or maybe with their friends. From making their favorite dishes to encouraging their new hobbies, make them feel their efforts worth it. Overall, the students who often give themselves regular short breaks and then get back to the study concentrate better. Fourth one is focus on their health. Although the students typically experience negative emotions such as fear, disappointment, sadness, anxiety, anger, etc. The prolonged COVID-19 pandemic has escalated the situation. Increased screen time strained family relationships or lifestyles at home, affected the children's mental and physical health. For parents, the best way to help their children is to make them take care of themselves. Be calm and proactive in your conversations with them. As they prepare themselves for a new phase of offline classes, often check in with them to see how they are doing. Their emotions might fluctuate since they haven't been this busy routine for a long time, but you need to show them it's okay. Whether at school or at home, giving care for them helps them vent any negative feelings they may be experiencing lately. Fifth one is career counseling. If your children often find themselves in a dilemma, they probably need a good career counseling. Having a clear career path as soon as the offline classes start can help concentrate on their studies. As a parent, you can enroll them with some experts to get their suggestions and good career counseling. It will be helpful for them for the next academic selection procedures and higher studies, and they'll be confident about their outcomes for the next higher studies. Next one is sleep hygiene. This includes having a fixed time to sleep and wake up every morning. Students are unable to set an appropriate body clock. Their biology clock has changed. Owing to online classes, most students were habituated to sleeping and waking up very late. Most have admitted logging into the school offline and going back to sleep. Thus, this new transition is difficult for them. Next is sitting tolerance. Studying from home and roaming around the house was the old normal. Getting back to the school and sitting in one place for more than 30 to 40 minutes, they feels like a burden for students. Most students wriggle on their benches and find it very difficult to maintain attention. Next one is the school rules. Most schools are particular about the dress codes of the students. Students are entering the classroom with colored hair, long nails, undersized uniforms and digital watches, which are not allowed. Here it is the responsibility of each parent to make sure the child adheres to the school rules very clearly. Next is socio-economical support. Almost we have to develop their socio-emotional skills as they are back to school. Most schools provide counseling and support to all students along with sessions in managing emotions and rebuilding their social skills. Now because that they are back in school after a very long period. Building these habits in students and helping them support each other is very essential to reconnect and maintain a sense of community and friendship in between them. Next is fear and anxiety. Certain kids live in lot of fear and anxiety post-pandemic. They might have lost a parent, a family member or a loved one. These children need to be managed very sensitively. Here it is more important to focus on their emotional well-being before their academic performance. A 10th grader even was complaining that he is unable to attempt a practice papers. He has lost the practice of writing and is not able to attempt full paper, and he's just because of isolated classes, and almost 9 out of the 10 students are complaining the same issue because they are used to MCQ, that multiple choice questions always. It is a human tendency to adapt to change. However, it is not possible for everyone to adapt very quickly. Dealing with this transition has not only been difficult for students but many adults too. Most adults have admitted to missing working online, the comfort working at home. Having a friendly and supportive environment will make this transition very easy. It is important for parents to realize that this will not be the sole responsibility of the school. Working in tandem with the school and keeping track of what is happening at school will help your child do a lot better. Not overtly pampering the child, yet giving them the support and time to adjust to the new norms while at the same time working towards helping the child change for the better would yield great results over time. And your opinion matters. Let me request you once again to let me know of your views on this video in the comment section below the YouTube video. Please also subscribe to the channel and share the video with your circles. We will meet again in another video on parenting soon. Till then, bye bye.